Nasdaq's a tricky trader, beware the fall. Technical tools may help, but watch your wall. Hirami candles flicker, inversions come and go. Protect your cash, don't let it all blow. Nasdaq's a nasty girl, don't go full port. She takes your cash in a flash, be careful with your heart. The opening range trade still bangs, but stay alert. Methodical man prefers inversions, get your cash and protect yours. Market warning, listen close and heed. Daily payouts can fool, but they're not what they seem. Be resilient, don't give up, keep your guard tight. Trading isn't for the weak, so stay in the fight. Inversions rise, Hirami fall. Stay cautious, don't let your capital stall. Nasdaq's a nasty girl, don't go full port. She takes her cash in a flash, be careful with your heart.
Alright, good morning. What up, Timbo? Eric in the house. Alright, let me see if I can't get... trying to get everything marked out here for now. See kind of what we had here. Okay, a push lower, then a push higher here. Alright. excuse me. Is this the overnight low here? Overnight low. Let's mark out the previous day low there, if that's that. It is. Previous day low. Let's mark that out. Let's take this off. We don't need that. Where's London low at? Kinda. It's going to be like an odd spot for sure. Kind of like that opening area, huh? Really depends on where you like to mark it out at, I guess. We'll see. Good morning. Coveper, the Abyss, Tyson. How do you get the trade platform on Bulanox? Are you using Quantower, Tyson, or Ninja? What are you using? Good morning, Clarity. What are you using there? Do have a data low here from news this morning. You got a couple of highs sitting up there. Where'd they go? Man, I swear I marked those out. Oh. I did. That marked out the wrong ones. We already hit those. Alright. This is the previous day high, obviously. Let's go to the hourly, take a peek. Joom here. What up, Pine Tree? Good job getting funded. I saw that you made it to the funded level on the trade day. Can you see that vest? What vest, Abyss? Yeah, so if you picked Rhythmic, you can either log in through Quantower or Ninja. It's up to you. So, really up to you there. So I don't know, looking pretty bullish here, at least maybe going into the open. Got that 117 level up there. I would not be shocked for us to dip back into 25K though, to be honest with you. Oh, this? No, it's not a vest. This is just a shirt. Oh. Yeah, it's just a shirt. Just a shirt. Morning, Elsie Faye. Pine Tree, you didn't blow it already, did you? Did you blow it already? Rude. I'm going to try to get mine funded by Monday, I guess. We'll see. If we can. Do the best we can. Awesome, awesome. All right, let me check the news right quick. Good morning, Mad Moxie. Yeah, I saw Nutty blew his. I think CFT blew his too. And then was that other person, Ike? I think he was funded too, and I don't see him on there anymore, so I don't know if he blew his too. Yeah, Kellyanne's funded now. Yeah, Kellyanne, FOMO Trader, and Pine Tree are now the only 3 funded. Tim should get funded today. He's only $600 away. We are way down here. Blue. So, I don't know. I haven't been taking it very seriously lately. I'm going to try my best to get it funded in a couple of days here. We'll see, though. Try to just take setups that make sense. You don't always do that on those types of accounts, obviously. What do we got? Okay. Got something sticky on my phone. Okay, checking the news here. We do have 10 a.m. news. It's not red folder. Bowman also speaks at 10. Crude oil news at noon. Be aware of that if you're a crude oil trader. It is red folder. Barkin speaks at 12:45. That's it. So, you be number 1 by 4K. Nutty's got to be pissed that CFT blew his account. Yeah. Gold at night. Nice. How do you access the account? It's not giving me enough information. No, you don't have to buy anything. What about 8 weeks in Takamura? In Bulenox, it gives you your information. So if you've already bought the account, let me log in right quick. Right here it says Rhythmic account. It should say right there on your dashboard, and it should have your login information. So all you do is take that information. We're starting the day up $50, by the way. So, for example, you'll start the, if you're going to use Rhythmic or Ninja, you just come over here to Credentials, Rhythmic for Ninja Trader. So that's what you're going to select right here, Rhythmic for Ninja Trader Brokerage. You'll rename it Bulenox, put in your username and password, Rhythmic Paper Trading Chicago, and that's it. And then log on. And it's the same thing if you're going to use it for Quantower. I mean, it's effectively the same thing. You come over here under a Rhythmic connection, rename one Bulenox. I don't really want to disconnect. I mean, I guess I can. And username, password, Rhythmic Paper Trading Chicago. Now, before you log into any Rhythmic connection, you have to go into Rhythmic Trader Pro and sign the documents. Mad Moxie, that's what I heard, that once you blew the funded, you're out of the competition. But I saw something yesterday that said that that you could always you can go back through the, basically you can start over in the eval, I guess. All right, so that's kind of where we're at. I did start the giveaway, didn't I? I know I pulled it up. Don't know if I started it. Yeah, I did start it. All right. Exclamation point cash in the chat if you want to enter the giveaway. Okay. So we'll see kind of what happens. All right, we've got about 2 minutes here. Well, actually a little less than 1.5 minutes till open. So we'll kind of see what happens. Let me see here. I didn't check out. I got 1 more minute. Yeah, no, I think you got a couple of people funded now who are going to take their time. They're going to take their time, and I don't think they'll blow the account. That's kind of the way it goes, right? All right. Got about 15 seconds until open here. I think we might just let me just run lower here at open through that data low. Here's open. Just taking 1 micro here. I'm going to take a little run down towards this. So if we start ripping higher, I'll just take it off. No big deal. You got to sign documents first. Yeah, Tyson, you sign them on RTrader Pro. So you got to go to RTrader Pro. Use your Bulenox login information for the sign in, and you're good to go. And then you'll be able to log into any Rhythmic connection. Well, it looks like I may have to work out of this. We're in it light, so. Do we run through the 117? We might. All right, I'm short on this account, but I am long on the challenge account here. Might just take this off here. I'm gonna kill this one. Down $50. ES not really pushing here. Morning, Rob. Yeah, kind of an ugly open. Bullish, says the Bach. Got ripped on the reversal. Yeah, me too. I'm going to add on this back above the whole number. Why would Max open the market like this? What are you doing over there, Max? Rude. Max said, what? Why are you blaming me, bro? So let's see here. So far, not much. Just kind of chopping around. ES back to the VWAP there. Looks awful. Yeah. 30 dirty moves, goes bullish, then 250-point rug pull. Could happen. Back to the 90. Yeah, it's bounced off the VWAP there in the 28 area. Yeah, ES pulling back. Nasdaq kind of middle of the range. What's gonna is Nasdaq gonna pull up the ES or vice versa? We don't really know. Just kind of holding up here. It's not really doing much. In the middle of nowhere here. The middle of nowhere. News at 10. No 9:45 news to speak of. I do think it would get back above the whole number here. Back above 100 would probably squeeze into that 117, but yes, trying to bounce here. Dun, 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 dun. I feel like we're going to push from here. Kind of do. Just tapped into the 200. ES pushing back up. Just 2-star news, Mad Moxie. $50 here and there. Let's go, design. Nice job. I'm still stuck in the long up here on the challenge account. I'm holding it. Just one mini. I'm going to add back above the whole number if we get it. See if we can push back above 70 here. Squeezing now. Kind of just chopping around here. Waste your money, you can see how long signed papers. I can't see how to log in. All right, I'll help you with it, Tyson. Just give me a minute. I'm in a trade right now. I don't mind helping you, but yeah, don't freak out about it. It's not a big deal. Trust me. You're just probably doing it wrong. It's common. Let me get out of this trade and then I'll help you. Yeah, inside bar on the 5. Yeah, it is. Inside buy. Oh. Let me put this one on the 5-minute too. All right, it's going to be an inside bar. It might trigger a short. If it does, I'll stop out. So we do have an inside bar here. I prefer it to trigger the long here at 25,091. But if it triggers the short, I'll stop out and go short. All right, I'm going to take the short then. And I'm going to target the data lows at 20. So I'm short off the inside bar here. Inside buy. Took a loss on that long, down $1,500 on that challenge account. Maybe we can get some of it back here. Off the inside bar. Still be red unless I average in. You long instead of shorting? Oh, dang. I mean, I think long is the play. It might just blow this account right here. Oh, well, if we do. I like the long too, like beauty, but we just took the inside bar, you know. It printed, so we took it. We'll see if it pays. We'll see, John G. We don't know. These 5-minute plays, you know, they take a while to work themselves out. Like the one yesterday, Took forever, and then it finally played out. It was like in drawdown, in drawdown, in drawdown, right there at the entry, and then it finally played out. So just have to be patient with it. See what happens. Let it run its course. All right, stopped out over there, down 3,100. I'm gonna have to go to scalp mode now. Basically, try to get a hundy at a time. I do think we go to the 117, so I'm just going to average into this and hold it into the 117. Says Max. I'm going to show this RTrader Pro here in a moment. Can this pop into the 117 here? All right, took $1,000 win there on the other account. Anyways, where's my RTrader Pro? How come I don't see it? I see RTrader. Oh, there it is, hiding up there. All right, so this is for you, Tyson. So go to rtraderpro.com. You can download it for the desktop, or you can just do it from the website. It's up to you. And I'll show you the information that you'll need. So when you go to log in, Tyson, this is what it'll look like. Disable market data down here below. Just turn that off. You don't need that. Put in your username, your password, Rhythmic Paper Trading Chicago area, and then hit log in. As soon as you log in, it's going to pop up a couple of forms for you to sign. So mine just opens like this, but yours will pop up and it'll say sign these documents, and then that's all you do. And then once you sign the documents, then it'll allow you to sign into everything else. So, oh, you missed it? I hate weeks. It called 130 points. Nice. This week, John G, it won Monday. No, wait. It won Monday. It won Wednesday. So I think it's 2 for 4. So I think 50%. I think it lost Tuesday. Or there... No, wait. It may have won Tuesday. Yeah, I think the bar was very small on Tuesday. I think it did win, but it was later in the day. So I do think it's 3 for 4. I'm going to try to run down into this data low. I kind of missed the entry there, but I do think it runs down into this data low here. Tapping into a little small imbalance down here. Lucy did a rug pull? I have no idea. I haven't heard anything. What was he talking about? Oh, 60. Target was 130. I do think if we close below this, maybe I'll jump in short in the challenge account too with a mini. Let me see here. We got to close. If we close below that, then I'm going to jump in over here with a mini and target the 20. Close below 56. Not paying traders. I don't know. I haven't heard anything about it. That would be a huge news story if it was. I mean, I'll look into it and see. Obviously, I have accounts with them too. Close below the 1 minute. I'll this final level here. I'm going to short on the challenge account, just 1 mini. All right, in on the challenge account, looking for 20 with 1 mini here. Same level. Going to go stop to break even through the low right there. So that's stop to break even on the challenge account. Come on. All right, stopped out on the challenge account there for $400. Down $1,800 on it now. I'm going to start trailing this down now. I mean, there's no reason it shouldn't hit, but it's been lately where it comes close and then rips back up, so I don't want to go through all that. So I'm going to lock some in here. Locking in like 34 points. All right, stopped out. That's okay. So back right where we were when we started the day. Tick Trader's okay. They've had issues before too with paying people, so I think as long as you keep it relatively small balance is fine. Gold's ripping. Gold's still at all-time highs. Okay. Again, this. Oh, I just noticed that. I left that order down there. But yeah, this is what Nasdaq's been doing, right? Get so close to it. I mean, look at right here. 5 points away. There's no reason for this to push back up 30 points. No reason in the world. But that's what it's been doing. So, speaking of rug pulls, yeah. That's what I'm saying. If you chase down at the bottom there, you get wrecked. That's why I trail down. Is there any reason for it? No. Let's go, Black Beauty. Nice job. That withdrawal delay with 2PT ended up screwing me hard. Yesterday was super clean. Nah, I get it. It does happen, though, unfortunately. Now, this is kind of your first presented gap, and you still have an obvious strong liquidity lower. You could short here, and theoretically, this should hold for that pushback through the data low. That would be my thought process there. So maybe if this taps back up into this first presented gap here, you could short and target the data low. And your stop, I mean, 26 points, not that big of a stop on a micro. Unless there's some sort of 30-second re-entry here. I don't see one. But I would expect it probably rebalances this gap before it touches the data low. Probably. Possibly. Maybe it's the word. Sideways till news. Yeah, I agree. News in 6 minutes, but I don't know that it's going to do much. A little 2-star news. But I don't hate a short. I don't hate a short out of here. Especially with the data low below. It's kind of a 2022 model, right? Sweep liquidity, leave a gap, obviously obvious data wick below. But you see why I front run it? That's why I take it. I move my stop down. Sometimes it costs me points. Like, is this going to hit? Yeah, probably. Would it have put me back in drawdown? Yes. So I'll take this. I think on the challenge account, we will take this. Barcode on the 5-minute. Ugly, ugly barcode. Only 21 likes. Come on, let's go. So I'm going to take this up here on the 5-minute, or on the challenge account. I got my limit order sitting at 85. And stop's really going to be like 105, somewhere in there, right? Yeah, 105 is actually 111. So it is a bit of a wide stop, but that's all right. Risking about $600 for $1,200, so almost a 2-to-1, 1-to-2. And I'll probably take it here too. Why not? Stop loss there. TP down there. Oh well. Probably lose it today. Oh, let's go, Nate. Nah, you're not going to lose it. All right, tagged in there. See if we get... That's not really a bearish reaction at all, huh? There we go. So I think back below 70, I probably move the stop into break even here. Because below 70, we don't really want this to come back. You'll be kind of getting below those EMAs. There we go. Stops in. Well, that's in. Let's trail this down over here a little bit. Lock some in. Up 25 points so far. Locking in 25 points on the challenge account. We need the money on those accounts. So I'll probably just take this at the low there if we can. All right, stop down on the challenge account there. I am going to lock some in here too. Not a lot. Let's just go 10 points. This day is cursed. I hope not. Your gold short paying? Let's go. What up, Jonathan? I mean, I think the action's been readable so far. Down $1,300 on the challenge account there after being down $3,000. A couple of bad trades early on. Kind of scalping our way back on that. All right, locking in some more here. We're below the 200 here. I want to see this thing just continue down. So locking in 20 points there. All right, there we go. So that first presented gap, I mean, you know, 40 points there, whatever it was, almost 30 or 35 points. I mean, you can't complain. Theoretically speaking, on this short, there should be no moving it to break even. You should just be holding for the target. Obviously, you guys know that's not the way I trade. That's not the way we trade. We lock some in. Pushing back up to retest that gap once again. One thing I'll say here, it's tough to do anything in this spot other than short. As long as that data low is sitting so close to us down there, really tough to take a long. We do have news here in just a few seconds. Oh, let's go. Here comes the news. Probably just going to spike us right down to 25K here. Let's see. There's the news. And again, if you got diamond hands like I don't, then you could still be holding this short. Target the 020 here. I don't think there's any other target at this point that you could have other than that 20 level. Mancini says, first mini dip in the ES after every elevator down sell comes with a short squeeze. We went elevator down yesterday. This setup long yesterday on 6667. Failed breakdown. Was today's first support. Key test. 40, 52, 66 above. Dip below 19. Dude, the 5 minute looks terrible. Looks terrible. It does look terrible. I mean, look at the 5 minute here. Look at that. Beep, 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 beep. Bad. Now, you could try this as a little soup play right here. You could try for a little bounce here. Obviously, you got the protection of the VWAP. You have the 15-minute opening range, the data low. So this could be a little soup area if you wanted to try a little stab long off this level. Also kind of lining up with that 23 level there on the ES. So yeah, you could stab long here. I wouldn't hate a long stab off that level. I might do it with 1 micro. You're like, well, if you think it's going there, why not just short? Well, you could, but you were wondering why it bounced earlier. My VWAP's wrong. Well, this is the one that's closest. I use the VWAP number 3 on here. That's the one that's closest. See, that one's lower. That one's higher. So I don't know. It's the only one that I can get that's closest enough. You know what I mean? Close enough. That's all I can do. Chop, chop, chop. Mancini did say in his newsletter, if you read it, he thought today would be choppy, choppy. Should be around 32. Oh, interesting. That's quite a ways off then, huh? 10 points. 9 points. Trev says this PA is great. Someone takes Trev out back and beat him. I mean, it's okay to me. I'm green on it, but like, you know, I am red on the challenge account, $1,300. We need to do some work there. Definitely need to do some work. Trev loves the choppiest. You want to jump me so I can beat you off? I'll bring the wine. Perfect. I don't drink, though. I do got a limit order sitting at 1950. For a little soup play there. Yes, tapping tapping that level of support there at 23. Man, I know we're going to hit this 20. I don't know if I want to short into it though now. You been chopped up by now if not? I actually, Nate, I still like this as bullish. I mean, like we did run buy side. So, I mean, I get we do have the sell-off, but we have the data low below. So I do still think that we're bullish here to some degree. Maybe we need to come down and fill the gap and then kind of bloop, bloop, back up. We'll see. A little bloop, bloop. So maybe if we got this could be interesting. A sweep of this wick, you could short off the sweep of that wick. Because if we sweep that wick and close back below it, that high would now be protected. That would be a good spot for a stop loss. So if we sweep this wick and we put in a swing, we hold this gap and we put in a swing, that swing high would be a good spot for a stop loss. You could short off that and just put your stop above it. So let's kind of see if that plays out. So what we would need to see is a sweep of this high and then create a swing below it. Make this a swing, basically. You've been very picky. Nothing wrong with that, Clarity. You seeing some horns? So it's kind of my thought process there. If this thing can if it can sweep this high and then make this a swing so that it's protected, then I might short off that and be able to put my stop right there. Because it would be protected until this low is taken out here. Theoretically speaking, if it could do that. We'll see. So far, it's not. 117.50 and 26.50. So, I mean, technically, it did take out this little swing here, but I would prefer that one. Anybody still holding short for that 25,020 level? It ripped up on you to break even, yeah. It would have done that to me, but I did take some. All right, it doesn't really look like we're going to get the sweep of this wick. Yes, just re-swept the low there down to 23. Horns or claws? Hold, what does that mean? That means that you didn't paper hand. You didn't move your stop. I'm about to have to mute Inner Circle Trader, man. This guy, he's tweeting like a madman today. I don't normally get too many tweets from him, but like, god dang. He's tweeting like a madman. So they do, MyFunded Futures does have the add-on for the Flex for the core accounts now. You can take it up to $3,000. It's a free add-on. So if you buy an account, your weekly payout can now be $3K instead of $1K. Oh, okay, Tyson. Yeah, Project X is easy. Easy to learn. Very, very easy out of the box. Not difficult. Good news is you can still use that login for the others as well once you get it figured out. Bears and Bulls are at the beach drinking beers. For sure. This is the definition of chop right here for sure, right? If you look chop up in the dictionary, it's going to show you this. We have one fair value gap since open on the 1 minute. Well, two, I guess, but... just looks nasty. Well, not much to do here, guys. Let's just be patient. It's going to try to take everybody's money, and then it's just going to rip lower. This choppier than Lorraine Bobbitt on a Blender infomercial. People aren't going to know who Lorraine Bobbitt is. Only people 40 plus are going to know who that is. All right, I do got a limit order sitting down at 1950, guys, for a buy. I'm going to look for a buy off the sweep of these lows. Matter of fact, I'll do it here too. Oops. I need to put the... this will have a stop on it, obviously. I'm not going to be too crazy with it. You know her, Mad Moxie? Violent Chopping, yeah. Rec City for the Greedy, yeah. There haven't been any good hackings lately. That's true. I heard he replaced his equipment with something larger. Anybody else hear that? He replaced his equipment with something a little more, I don't know what the word is. All right, tagged in. Since we do have the 25K down here, I will move the stop down a little bit, but I don't think it'll be necessary. Sweep back through 29.50 here is all we're looking for, 10 points. I think it's logical. All out there on both. So down 1187 now on the challenge account. Short to 995 at least, maybe. Girthy trader on tilt. Dial twister Parkinson's in full effect. I don't know. Look at that rip back up off that level. Man, I knew that was going to be a soup level too. Feels bad I just took my 10 points. It's 30 points off that. Just everything about this level told you this should bounce here. Kind of give you the idea. You can't figure this shit out even after a breakout from the range. Yeah, it's tough. All right, see if ES works its way below 19 here. It's testing it right now. Yeah, 25K, 995. That could be an interesting level for another bounce play there. Remember, we still got that gap to be filled down there at 939. Not that far away from it right now, about 100 points. So, yeah, for sure, Treff. I agree. Nice bounce off that 20 level, though. Look at that. All the way up to the 50, basically. $30-point bounce, and maybe more. Kind of a sneaky spot here on the ES. The recovery of that 23 could be interesting for a squeeze back up. Mancini hasn't said it, but he's kind of alluded to it, right? He beat around the bush on it. Today's first support 1.25 points shy. Key test. So there you go. I think a reclaim of 28 here could get a squeeze. I don't remember what his newsletter said. Did it say that? 19 to 23. Let me look. So, yeah, he did say that. We will need to recover that would work higher, interrupt momentum, blah, blah, blah. Back test, first major support down. So it does look like this thing is rippering. Man, I picked the bottom there. I picked the bottom. Didn't hold it. What a wuss. Didn't hold it. I mean, we could use this gap up here. I mean, it's the first presented gap. So, I mean, theoretically, we break this, we should go here. Right? At least. The only problem with this is this could do what I was talking about earlier. It could wick this, make this protected, and then go lower. What's the problem now? Well, now you've taken out the key, the key target of liquidity down here. So I wouldn't like it as much. At 39, Coach Fred, the new day opening gap, 939. The new day opening gap. So if we zoom out, that's where we opened at over here at 6 o'clock yesterday. So, just the new day gap. Coper, how you done today? I'm pretty sure we can long right here. I mean, based on Mancini's numbers, I think longing right here would be okay. I'm going to long here. I'm going to put my stop just below these EMAs. So about 20 points, and I'm going to target the high. And I'm going to go stop to break even at this wick at 96. Because again, like we talked about earlier, we don't know what's going to happen at that 96. What up, Black Phoenix? Let's go strong over the 100 and open with a strong bull candle. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're green today, up a little, not sure which way to trade. Yeah, that's okay. Hey, if you're green, lock it down. Nothing wrong with doing that. Big, small, doesn't matter. So again, push through this wick here is when I'll go stop to break even. Kind of using Mancini's levels here over in the ES to take a trade here on the Nasdaq. I may get stopped. Let's see. You know, looking at this, I really should move this lower. Let's move it a little lower there. All right, I'm along on the challenge account as well now. And I think I'll take 106 on the challenge account to the upside. So looking for 106, stop to break even at 96. So same idea. Just a little better entry. $100 lots at 100. Let's go. Let's take them. See a gap being filled in Asia and Europe. Are you ignoring those sessions? Pretty much. I just use the open. I mean, like, not that those aren't important. They are. I just don't use them. Let's get that push back through here. And stop to break even at 96 is the idea here. This next push through 90 should get us a squeeze. Should get a squeeze here. Crappy inside open, yeah. Can you just pop 90 here? I think we squeeze. Come on, you can do it. Here we go. Let's get through there. I'm going to take this one off over here on the challenge at 96. All right, all out over there on the challenge. Break even over here. Because I don't know how this is going to react to this level. Again, this could pull back. This could just make this protected and go lower. We're not sure. So, because of that, I'm just going to take what I can on the challenge. Only down 7-11 on that account now. And I'm willing to see if this one can run. But I want to get something on the challenge account since we're down. Target on the challenge count would have been 106. Hitting that now. That's your 15-minute opening range. You know what? I am actually going to front run this high as well. I'm going to put it down at 118.75. About 6 or 7 points lower. You guys know why. And we are going to go ahead and lock in the 101.50 here. $40 locked in. Now, this is just me using the Nasdaq, using the ES levels to take a trade on the Nasdaq, right? That's all I did there. That's all I did. Mancini didn't have to tell me that the recovery of 28 was a long, right? Like, he doesn't need to tell me that. I know this is the first support. This is your next key level. So the close above this is your long trigger. We pull back, we hold it, we move level to level, 28 to 36. We're now getting a tweet from Mancini. Let's see what it says. We don't have the huge volatility we had the last 2 days until we get a tape bomb. Levels respecting well. 19 to 23 support is posted. Been a key zone since Monday, both as support and resistance. Just tested and popped. So there you go. So anyways, yeah, back to reasonable after being down $3,100 on the challenge account. Only down $700 now. Tyson, I'm trading in front of you guys. I'm trading a eval from My Funded Futures, but I am trading a bunch of. I'm trading everywhere. I have Trade Day. I have Apex. I have Lucid, Take Profit Trader, Bulenox, the Futures Desk. I don't know. I'm sure I'm forgetting somebody. Tradeify does have 40% off right now, guys. If you want to use code MM for that, I am going to pick up some of those accounts now that they're 40% off. Bulenox is pretty simple. 1 day to pass in the eval, 0 rules in the eval. Okay, so those are 2 key things. 0 rules, 1 day to pass. And then once you're funded, no real rules there either. You got $2,600 in drawdown, or $2,600. You need to make $3,600 to be able to take out $1,000. And that leaves you a $2,600 buffer. But 40% consistency rule. So, pretty simple. Pretty simple. But yeah, Tradeify, guys, is 40% off. I forgot to mention that to you guys. It's a really good deal. Really good deal there. Yeah, we're spread out a little bit. You have to promise the next giveaway won't be rigged. Sure, Marcine. I never rig the giveaway. I never rig it. Also, guys, let's see how close we are to Take Profit Trader giveaway, because we're pretty close. I think yesterday we needed eight sells going into the close. Let's see what we got. I know we haven't hit it yet, or at least I don't think we did. Well, we could be close, guys. We could be like 1 or 2 sales away. Guys, why do I scale? Why do I trail my stop? Look at this shit. Look at the Nasdaq. I mean, this has been non-stop like this lately, right? Look, guys, we are, I think, 105, 102. So we're 2 sales away, technically. $106 away. So, anybody want to pick up some TPTs? We'll give those away right now. We'll have 2 50K TPTs to give away. But yeah, I really like Bulenox. You can get a payout every 10 days there, Tyson. $148 activation fee on those accounts, Tyson. The Bulenox 83% off does end today as well. I'm hoping that they slap us with a 91% over the next 2 weeks, but I really don't know. But this is exactly what I've been talking about with the with Nasdaq. I mean, look what it's been doing. Like, why on this push down would it not take out this level? That's just bad price action, and we've been getting that a lot on the Nasdaq, right? So you really should be front running these key levels. You know, if you think it's going here, well, let's move our stop up. I mean, you know, 5-6 points below, and try to take profit, you know, before those key levels. It's just not been going all the way. Hey, let's go, Clarity. You the man. Took the liquidity at 100 and fell. Yeah, it did indeed. It definitely did. And it closed above the first presented gap and then just ripped right below it. So this gap is cooked. It's cooked. like I said, guys, I mean, I really do prefer a pullback. I prefer us to close the gap. I think you get your highest probability setups off this level down here, right? If we can kind of get down there and do a little dance, I think you get your highest probability setups down there. So, all right, let me get on here. I got to do one thing right quick. Can do this while I'm on here with you guys. Why not? ES retesting that 28 level as well right now. And the Vawapi Wop. We'll do the giveaway here in about, I don't know, 10-15 minutes. Do I got to activate my funded account soon? I pass it. No, you can wait, Tyson. Nice thing about Bulenox, you can literally wait as long as you want. Just understand that you might be rebilled. Right? So they'll send you an invoice right away, but you can literally wait 2-3 weeks, 4 weeks, whatever it is. And then they'll, you know, you can activate. Just send them a message and say, yo, send me another invoice, and they will. Dun, 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 dun. We're giving away 50K accounts. I hate weeks. You like Take Profit Trader? All in 102. Yeah, exactly. So the thing is with the Bulenox is that you know, at least you know you've passed. If you get them at 91%, they're like $15. So that's when I really encourage you to buy them. But yeah, if you get them at 83%, they're still like $35, $36, whatever it is. Not horrible. I gotta sneeze again. Hold on. Well, it felt like I was going to have to, and then it didn't. All right, let's see. About rebill. Apex, do they rebill at the discounted price? Not always. Not always, Alexi. You got to pay attention to the rebill number. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. The activation fee will not be covered because of the promo I Hate Weeks. On Take Profit Trader, if you win an account, you have to pay the activation fee. The good news is, at least you know you passed. So, spent all morning onboarding with Rise again for trade day because we had to use a different sign-up email. Really? I don't know. Do I have to do that too? Is that what you're saying? To get your funded? Oh, for the oh, I get what you're saying. But why does it matter, Pine Tree? You're not getting paid from that funded, so who gives a shit, right? Rise sucks, yeah. You like Bully a lot because customer service. Yeah, for sure. I mean, man, Timbo, the customer service at Bulenox is amazing. Really is good. Trying to read this thing here. I think we pushed the deny here. We'll see though. Bought a couple of wealth chart accounts from Apex from email, rebill at 90% off, but dashboard shows $85. I'd cancel them, Alexi. I mean, if the dashboard's showing that, I would cancel them. Dun, 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 dun. Do gestures for their client. Yeah. Contractor, I'm just trying to read this agreement here for the sign-on for my funded futures. Pine Tree, I don't know if I told you I was going to be a permanent host. I think I did tell you. Well, if you just stick to the 50K, the activation fee's not out of the line. I mean, I think it could be a little lower, but it's not out of line. You know what I mean? Pushing through the 117s. No, not Top Step TV. for my funded futures. What time slot? I can't say yet, Pine Tree. I'll tell you off stream. You can't set order or have the order line for TP and stop loss on my screen. You can, Tyson. So you got to go into the risk. I don't have it set. I don't have Project X. But I know you got to go into your risk settings. That's where you set up your brackets. So risk 100, 400, so on and so forth. All right, there's the highs. Do you prefer a raffle winner? No, Nate. I don't care. Win as many as you want. I'm one of those people like, I don't care if you use alt accounts. I don't care if you, like, I know some people care about that stuff. I really don't. Pushing through the initial balance here. We could maybe take a little IB play here. I don't mind it. See if we get a nice close above here. We'll take it. I think I'll go 2 on this. So a nice clean close above there. 10 points. That's kind of what you're looking for. Tagged in. Just look for a 10-point bounce here. Can we get it? It's not necessarily the reaction we like there. I don't like that push through. Try to be patient with it here, though. I'll take one off there because I don't like how it's kind of reacting. All right, well, looks like it wouldn't have mattered, probably. Oh, wait, I'm in 3. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Okay. Oops. Accidentally added one. I thought I was taking one off. That's all right. Did we lose money there? Hold on. I wasn't long. Was I more? I was up more than 155, I thought. I thought I was up like 160. Okay, so it looks like... What happened there? Somehow it took those off basically break even. Not quite sure. I don't know. I don't really know what happened there. MGC to repair the insane chop. Still pushing out. All right, guys. As soon as I get done reading this, we're going to go ahead and do the giveaway here. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, let's do the giveaway, guys. This thing's just pushing. I don't quite know what happened there. I don't know how that stopped me out break even. I'm pretty sure that I hit flatten when it was at 10 points. So, I don't quite understand what happened there. It's all right. Guys, remember, on the hourly, we talked about this yesterday, okay? Let's look at the hourly here. We got 16 minutes left. Now, theoretically, if you close above here, we see all-time highs, right? But what I'm saying is, if we close above here, I think we see all-time highs anyway on a close above 128. Because this gap right here is way more obvious than this gap here. So I don't think that little gap matters as much. We could go to the 4-hour. You could just use the 4-hour if you wanted to. You got a little over an hour left on it, and it would need to close above 250. Inverse the 4-hour, we for sure go above. We go to all-time highs. I think we still go there if we just inverse the hourly. I still think we go there. So had a huge rejection off this level yesterday, sold back down. So 3 hours deep so far. Let's go, Nate. As long as it was long, you're good. As long as it was long. All right, you guys ready for the giveaway? What up, Kellyanne? How you doing? Congratulations on getting funded over there, Kellyanne. Nice job. Nice job there. Nice job. I've been doing terrible on it, Kellyanne. Terrible. I don't quite know why. I mean, being aggressive for sure, but I don't know why I'm just not doing that great. But we try our best. That's all we can do. This thing's looking crazy. There we go. Pressure of competing? No, not really. I don't have any pressure on me. I don't care about that. It's just not trading very well. Being too aggressive. I tried to full port a couple of times. I started off just trying to make 200 to 300 a day, and I was like, that's really not going to work. And then I started full porting. It didn't do good at full porting. Not good. ES up to the, or Nasdaq up to the 180 there, kind of pulling back. Just kind of riding that 9 up. I mean, do we just try to take scalps off the 9 here? Could maybe try it, I guess. Oh yeah, we're doing the giveaway. I forgot, guys. I'm going to try a little long here off the 9. Just looking for 5 points over here on the challenge account. Got the 9 and the 50 level there, so I'm just going to try for a quick 5 points. Just with 1 mini. There we go. So we're still just down $600 on it today so far. We were down $3,000 earlier, so just going to look for little spots to take little scalps here. Maybe don't port because, well, yeah, just looking for like $2,500. Yeah, but it's still the mental thing, you know, it's like, I don't know. I was up $1,500 one day and then I blew the account in the afternoon. Just dumb. I think if I can make $1,000 to $1,500 a day, I should just be locking it down. So don't bust now. I'll do my best. Oh, pray you don't bust now. Oh, you're not going to bust. I think you'll be fine. 200 to 400 a day. I think you're probably going to do something similar to what I would do. Just go for, you know, base hits. No, you don't need home runs, right? Especially once you're funded. No need for home runs there. And you'll be good. Doesn't matter how long I am in a trade. No. Nope. Does not matter. All right, you guys ready for the giveaway here? Let's do it in 1 minute and 40 seconds. It'll be an Apex any size eval. I think I may have one My Funded Futures account left to give away. Let me see. Let me check. If I got one My Funded Futures, then you can choose that one if you want. I think I do. Yes, we have one. One left to give away. I'm not trading unfunded right now. You went and got 4? Let's go. I hate weeks. By the way, let's see if we hit the, did we hit the goal on TPT? If we did, we'll do those giveaways too. Oh, we did. We hit the goal. Thank you guys. So I tell you what, we'll do one TPT account and then one. You can choose either My Funded Futures, TPT, or Apex. How about that? And then we'll do 2 giveaways now and then 1 giveaway this afternoon. So choose which one you want. Now keep in mind, with Apex, you still have to pay the activation fee. It's any size eval, but you got to pay the activation fee. With Take Profit Trader, you have to pay the activation fee. With My Funded Futures, you do not pay the activation fee. If you pass, you're funded for free. So, wonder why the Preacher Man didn't compete in the Trade Day Cup. Who are you talking about, FSP? I don't know. Appreciate you, Futures Trader with Kellyanne. You the man. Highs and then fill the gap. Yeah, that'd be crazy, wouldn't it? Does My Funded Futures have Quantower? Yes, that's what I'm trading right here. I hate weeks. It's DX feed. All right, let's do it, guys. Let's do it. It's time. Hey, wait, one more thing. Do we have 50 likes? Can somebody check and see if we have 50 likes? For some reason, I can't see it anymore. I don't know why that is. I mean, I guess I could just pull up my stream. I'll do that. Let's just pull it up. Give myself an extra viewer, you know? I used to do that all the time when I had to have trying to get my hours in. I'd view my own stream. Darn it, it's playing me an ad. That's rude. All right. How many likes we got? Where's it show me? I have to move it up here to see the likes. 49 likes, guys. Really? Oh, 52 likes now? All right. I'll give myself a like. All right, here we go, guys. And the winner is... Exclamation point cash. You got like 2 seconds. I'm about to close it. And you can no longer enter here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Eric, you're already in there. I hate weeks. You're already in there. Speculate. I don't know if y'all are in there. Goodness, everybody coming in at the last second. Shanmugam. All right, that's it. And the winner is Sly Fox. Come on, man. Are you not in there? Hurry up. Hurry up, Sly Fox. Do it again. Do it again. I'm closing it as soon as Sly Fox gets in there. So if you're not in there. One more time, Sly Fox. Exclamation point cash. You're in a hole. All right, Sly Fox is going to be in already. Is he already in? He might be. All right, there we go. Closing it. And the winner is Alexi. Robert, really? You had to already be in there, weren't you, Robert? Here, I'll open it back up for the next, right quick, for the next one. You don't have to enter again if you're already in. Alexi, send me an email to methodicalman@gmail.com, and I need you to tell me what account you want. You can tell me now if you want. You can either take a 50K TPT account, any size Apex eval, or a 50K My Funded Futures account. If you choose the My Funded Futures account, you don't have to pay an activation fee, but I'll need your email for My Funded Futures. If you choose the TPT account, you do have to pay the activation fee if you pass, and I will need your email for the login. If you choose an Apex, just give you a code. But screenshot your YouTube channel here, showing that you're logged in, and send me that information right quick. Tell me what kind of account you want, and we'll do the next drawing here. Yeah, I turned it back on again, yeah. So tell me, Alexi, what kind of account... Alexi said it's rigged, and he's the one who won. Come on. He said, I won. You want the TPT? Well, which do you want, Alexi? You choose. It's up to you, brother. It's not up to me. If you want the TPT, I give you the TPT. Guys, we're going to pick the next winner here just momentarily. So if you're not in it, enter now, exclamation point cash, because as soon as Alexi tells me what account he wants, we're going to move on to the next winner. Yeah, 50K TPT, perfect. So Alexi, send me a screenshot of your YouTube channel showing you're logged in, and then send me your email that you use for your login for TPT, and I'll get the credit sent over to you. Need TPT for me bunghole. Oh, TPT is 50K. Yeah, Alexi, it is. So you want the My Funded Futures. Okay. Yeah, I did call your name first, Shan Mugen, but you didn't win. You know one. All right, so Alexi's taking the My Funded Futures account. So that means the next winner has the choice between a 50K Take Profit Trader or the any size eval from Apex. And the winner is... You guys already in? Everybody already in? All right, let's close it. Pick the winner. Profits SL. Make yourself known. Profits SL. Are you here, Profits? Eric's choosing TPT. Eric, you got to win first. You got to win first. Who won again? What was his name? Profits SL. There's Profits. All right, Profits. Send me an Profits. What account do you want? You want an Apex, any size eval, or do you want a Take Profit Trader 50K account? What do you want? Scam. Profits, I need you to send me an email with your screenshot of your account, screenshot of your logged into your YouTube account, and then Profits is taking the Apex account. You know what that means, guys? That means we still have a Take Profit Trader 50K, so let's give that away now. So Profits, I just need a screenshot in the email, and then I'll send you over a code for Apex. You can pick any size eval you want. So here we go, guys. We're going to pick another one. Shut down the studio. We're going to pick another one, guys. One more. And the winner is Kathy Snyder. Now, Kathy Snyder, you don't get a choice. You got to take the 50K TPT eval. Are you here, Kathy? Kathy's won before. Kathy's lucky. Kathy's a lucky person. Kathy, are you here? Make yourself known. Make yourself known. Got to take your wife to Sam's. All right, Robert. Leave the credit card at home. You have 3 alt accounts, Clarity. You can't win nothing. See, there's Kathy. All right, Kathy. Send me an email. Same email that you used before, Kathy. Send an email to Methodical Man. 50K Take Profit Trader account. You're already verified, so I don't need anything if you use the same email other than just your email for the Take Profit Trader 50K account. So... congratulations, guys. We'll do another account giveaway this afternoon, guys. We'll give away the TPT account, the other one, and the Apex, another Apex account. So you guys shoot me over the emails, and we'll go from there. Interesting kind of thing here. Putting in a lower high here. No SMT. Oh, did we close it? The hourly closes in a minute and a half. Let's see. Is it going to close above? Oh, look. It's not. Guys, if this closes with this wick on top here and it doesn't inverse, we could go back down. We could have kind of a similar to yesterday. Just save the TPT for you. I'll try my best, Eric. Streaming the PM. I'm going to try Clarity at least for 30 minutes, 30, 40 minutes at the end of the day. Although I don't know. I actually may not be able to. If not, we'll do it at some point this afternoon or late this evening. We do have a baseball game tonight, and I got to finish setting up my my son's pictures for his casual for his yearbook. So I do have some stuff I have to do. Oh, you did it again? Elevator time. It might be. How's the year going, Cobb? Not great as far as payouts versus. I mean, like, I'm still in the green. I think I've had right around 24,000 in payouts, and we got like 12,500, 13,000, something. I haven't updated it exactly. So we're still in the green as far as payouts versus expenses, but certainly not where we wanted it to be so far. But that's okay, right? I mean, that's kind of that's how trading goes. Sometimes you're not where you want to be. Here's the thing. The key thing is, like, I'm not trying to push it, even though we're coming into the end of the year. I'm trying to take it slow, make it to where I can make it to by the end of the year, and just accept that. So, funded next. Yeah, they're all right. I don't have a code with them, I don't think, but I think they're okay. Oh, we should have asked Kellyanne about that Lucid deal when she was in here. Guys, today is the last day for the Apex 80% off and the $85 activation fee. So, if you want to get it going with Apex, now's the time. I'm trading inversions, Cobb, as well as other things, like, you know, because you're not always going to get inversions, right? You don't always get them. Like today, I did take, what did I take? I mean, as far as inversions go, I don't think there was anything today that was all that clean. Really not anything at all. I mean, I guess this here, this right here, I did take this, but I was a little late getting in, and it was a little bit on the small side. So we swept that buy side liquidity. We left that data low below down here. So I got in down here. Obviously, the close didn't even happen until down here, which technically, I guess it was invalid. It might have been, it probably was a 30-second opportunity here as well. But yeah. Then I shorted, you know, the retest of this kind of little 2022 model here. Retested this gap with the data low still sitting there. YRM, I don't know what that is. Let's go, Rob. Thanks, Alexi. Let me check it. Let me check the emails here. I got Kathy's. I got Profits. I got Alexi's. Let's go. So, Alexi, yours will be, it'll take a little minute here for them to, it won't take long. They'll do it today, I'm sure. All right, I sent that one, Alexi, and then let's move over to Kathy. Kathy, this is the email that you're using, I'm assuming, for TPT. Let me see here. All right, got your email is sent, Kathy. Sometimes it takes a day or two for them to get it set up. My Fund of Future is a little quicker than TPT is when it comes to setting that stuff up. And then Profits. Here's your code sent to you, Profits. There's your code, any size eval. Nothing for you to do but put the code in at checkout. And there you go. It's all good. We're good to go there. So, guys, I'm going to go ahead and break the news since we signed the contract. Everything's official. I will be on My Funded Futures TV between the hours of 9 a.m. and 10 a.m. every day, Monday through Friday, going forward. So what does that mean for the stream? Well, it doesn't really mean anything. I'm actually going to start my stream at 9 a.m. and I won't be able to chat with you guys. Hold on one second. I won't be able to chat with you guys during the stream for the first hour. Now, obviously, I'll chat with you guys in the actual chat, so I'll just be in the chat talking to you guys. But you can watch it. You can watch it on my live stream or on My Funded Futures TV. I don't know when I start. I'd imagine in the next day or two, maybe Monday. We'll see. Since tomorrow is Friday, but it'll be from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. and then at 10 a.m. I will come back on to just my stream live. But you guys will still see my trades. You'll still see everything. So. No, they didn't kick anybody out. They're moving the show around a little bit. So, get myself an employee like PW. Thanks. No, they're moving people around. I am going to be on the program with Bull Barbie. So, that's going to be I'm going to be co-hosting with Bull Barbie. I think Terry's going to be moving to another segment, I think. So, I'm assuming that these guys have already been told that. I don't know. I'm assuming they've already been told that. I have no idea. So, since it's official, I mean, I assume it's okay to share it with you guys. So, I've signed all the documentation. I just need to know what day they're actually going to be starting the program out like that. So, what's good, Pawn? Yeah, Bull Barbie. Sounds like OnlyFans Nick. 18 and over only instantly. Maybe. I don't know. You guys know how Bull Barbie is, so. Nah, you know, I've obviously co-streamed with Bull Barbie before on my channel. We're familiar with each other, so I was kind of not to take anything away from Barbie. I was kind of hoping to be with Tom, and eventually maybe that might be the case, or Tom might move segments. Who knows? So Methodical Ken, you talked her into selling her house and moving into an apartment. Nice, Bond. Yeah, it's always nice to. You know, apartment's definitely going to have less things to take care of, right? You don't have to mow the grass and all that. So, but that does mean that we should be able to continue the giveaways. You know, maybe I'll have a few more accounts to give away. I don't know, from My Funded Futures. I'll certainly ask. You know me. All they can do is say no, right? So, but obviously I can only trade My Funded Futures accounts on My Funded Futures, and so. That's the main reason I want to keep my stream going, because number one, I don't want to start it at 10 because I always started at 9:15. Number two, I want you guys to be able to see the other trades that I take. So I'm not going to share every single trade I take on My Funded Futures. I could be in a different trade on, on a different account, and I want you guys to be able to see it. So if you just peek over at my stream, if you got my stream pulled up, you'll be able to see it there at least. So. You shall be able to see it. But obviously the first 30 minutes, we'll just be talking levels. What do we expect the market to do? You know, news, those sort of things. And then once 9:30 kicks off. I mean, I haven't been super aggressive during that 9:30 to 10 a.m. time frame lately anyway, as far as taking trades. So I don't know how many trades I'll actually take, but we'll see. So you need to buy 7 accounts, 20% off. I mean, I'll ask. All you do is say no, right? You can ask. All they can do is just say no dice. Can't do it. No dice. Oh, dang, Pawn. Yeah, that looks like some work needs to be done over there on that. Definitely got a dip going on. Even without seeing that, you can kind of see that step up. Well, I guess that could just be a level-to-level step up, though, from that other wood floor. So, thanks, Clarity. The thing is, with the My Funded Futures thing is, you know, like, it's, it's steady money, guaranteed money, at least while I'm on there. at least from that perspective. So, pretty big bull flag here on the 5-minute chart. Hey, Pine Tree, how have you done today on your first day in the fund? Did you do okay? I know that inside bar lost. Did you take it? Yeah, you don't want her to be falling. Yeah, that's for sure. Can't be having nothing like that. And I'm thinking of stabbing long here for a little. We have an inversion right off that 200 level. Nice clean bounce off the 200 level. Actually, we did not close above, did we? On the hourly? Where did we close at? Yeah, we didn't close above. That's interesting. I don't know. I've tipped it along here, but it could get me trapped. I'm gonna wait. This candle's kind of going bearish engulfing here a little bit. I mean, I guess I could long. I kind of did miss it there. Could long off that 103. It really already pulled back to it. I just missed it. Just testing that open of that previous 5-minute candle there. Why is that showing? It's weird. Oh, I get it. I was wondering why I was showing 3 orders over here on my Ninja. Man, I missed that long. I can't believe I missed that. Can't believe I missed that. Yeah, I just missed the long there for sure. All right, I'm going to jump in here anyway, see if we can get 5 points. Come on. And move the stop to break even. Got stopped out. Yeah, I really missed the long there. Well, let's run through. I actually didn't even take a trade over here. I forgot on the futures desk. Completely forgot. I mean, this looks like a bull flag on the 5-minute. Like, not a great looking one, but it does look like one. Not quite sure how I want to play this. I mean, I was looking for the long off like 104. I just missed it. Now it really could just kind of pull back, hang out, do nothing. move this over here so I can see. Yeah, I'm already red on this account, so I really want to take scalps that make sense. Whole numbers, half numbers, you know, just try to ease it back to green if we can. It is holding up here in this level. There is an SMT here too. You know what? I'm thinking I'm going to take the short here. We do have a bearish SMT here, but it's not at, that's the thing though, it's not at the extremities. It's not at the highs. So Nasdaq, yes, already took this high. I mean, I like for it to be at the highs, but we have kind of been putting in like lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. Well, and then a lower low, higher high. But use Photoshop, I won't be red. Eating this oatmeal from a straw is giving you a... Why are you using a straw there, guy? Alright, I should have shorted there, but I did not. Might look to take a long off the whole number here. I'm trying to get a little 5-point bounce here. Got it quickly there. Down 550 now. Down 550. Oatmeal raisins. That SMT could prove to be huge, guys. We do kind of have a little trend line liquidity here. It's not great. I don't know if I trust it. Price actions not the greatest here. Use chopsticks with cornflakes, but you have to eat them before they get soggy. I like the soggy ones. Broken bat wing. Yeah, something's broken. I haven't taken any other trades over here on these fundeds, guys. I mean, I was up $50 overnight. I just kind of just sat on it. So there's the challenge account down 551. Just kind of sat on it. Up 155 on this account. Haven't taken any other trades on any other accounts. Bear strap on pattern. It could be. Trader on tilt, worst PA ever. It's pretty bad. Feel the gap. Vamos. I mean, that might be the only thing that I will take on my funded accounts. I mean, if we're kind of just stair stepping down, you know, and we get all the way down here, then I will look for the bounce off this with 10 micros, 10 point stop, 10 point take profit. Now, conversely, if it's like, you know, very big momentum, then no, I won't take it. You do have a little 1 minute inversion here. You did sweep some liquidity. We are high. We're still in premium. But theoretically, would this work? I mean, it should. I'm going to take it. I like the momentum here. I didn't wait for the close. It did close above. That's good. What we can kind of do is maybe look for this wick up here at the 148s. Let's take some of this stuff off here. That's not a good reaction, by the way, but we'll just play it as it is. This will be stopped to break even. And we'll look for that run into the 148. This, in my opinion, is a B setup at best, but probably 50-50 whether it works. ES at the 44 there. So now this created a swing, so now that's the break even. Which means that at best this is probably going to be a break even trade. And it stopped out. Why it makes a difference on how the elevator goes down? Because, Frank, if it's just moving slow, then levels are more likely to respect, right? If it's moving slow, if it's chop and, you know, consolidate, chop, consolidate, then it's more likely to get a little bit of a reaction off a level. If it's just moving down fast and then getting little pops, then it's probably just going to blast through that level. So, still slightly green. Let's go. But that's why. And this, the biggest problem with this setup that I just took, honestly, is here. Actually, that's not the right. This is the biggest problem with the setup that I just took. What did I say right before I took this setup? I said we have a bearish SMT. So trying to take a setup, you know, long with a bearish SMT on the indice that's weaker just doesn't make a whole lot of sense, right? But that's why I took it over here with 1 micro and not on the other account, because I didn't like it as much. It's kind of a 50-50 play. So you can see this level was taken out in ES and it was not on Nasdaq. So a lot of times I like to use this at the highs, but you can still use them at these types, you know, at like lower situations as well, to kind of give you an idea. Does that mean that the Nasdaq's going down? Not necessarily, but it means that it's, you know, it's definitely the weaker indice. Plus we failed to inverse the hourly, which is a pretty big deal. Trying to climb out of the hole. Yeah. I mean, if we lose 90, we get below the 200 here, this could be a pretty quick drop. And somebody mentioned that gap fill. I mean, we still have the gap fill down there, and I mean, that's to me a higher probability level for a long over anything up here. Yeah, it's testing that trend line now. It depends on how you draw it too. There's several different ways to draw it, but yeah, there you go right there. It's about to close below it on the 1 minute. ES is approaching the VWAP as well here. A lot of sellers coming in here. I'm going to take a little stab short here. Probably going to target a little bit lower. Let's go like VWAP area. I don't see any reason it shouldn't at least push down to the VWAP here. ES already at the VWAP. It's kind of peekabooing below it. I'll move my stop back up a bit here. I am going to add if this retests my entry. That way I can hold lower. ES is approaching a little support level here at 28. Maybe consider taking profit if you wanted. There you go. So got the money back I lost there and more. So here we lost 16, and here we made 25. Yeah, exactly, Pawn. You can never be 100% sure, right? Now, if we have good price action here, there's no reason that this doesn't at least hit this wick. If this price action is decent. Looks okay to me. We have the bearish SMT. That was kind of your first sign. Break of the trend line, that's your second sign. Should at least hit this low here. Initial balance low. At least. Ideally, probably goes down here and fills the gap. Anderson Silva is going to be boxing Chris Weidman on November the 14th. That should be interesting. Chris Wiseman. All right, now we're at the 15-minute range here. Let's see if it pushes through. I wanted to kind of get a little push back up, expecting that to retest that trend line so that I could add into that position. Unfortunately, just didn't do it. I didn't want to start off with 2 micros. What up, Vince? See how close it came to that 13 level again there. What did we talk about earlier? Coming 4 or 5 points, sometimes 10 points from a key from your level, and then ripping back up 25 to 30. Nasdaq's just been doing that a lot lately. Already ripped up 20 points off that level, or away from that level. Literally came 5 points from it. ES has already ran the low here. So ES has ran the low. Yeah, next bounce area is definitely down there at the gap. Yeah, for sure, Vince. Nice little reversal here back down. To be honest with you guys, I like days like this where you got plays in both directions. It gives you multiple opportunities. We do have the London close here in about 20 seconds. So let's see what happens with it. Still not hit that level yet. Dun, 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 dun. Here we go. There's the London close pushing through here. I mean, you could try to get some points right here at this level. You could look for a few points here. I don't think that's crazy to be able to look for a few points off this 13 sweep. But if you do it, I do it with small size and with the idea that I may have to hold it 50, 60 points lower here. We pop back up inside here. I'm going to give it a little try. I need to move this down a bit though. Again, I'm gonna do this knowing that I may have to hold this down into here. A lot of sellers coming through here. I'm just going to eat the loss here at 90. I'm only going to give it 20 points. If it can't bounce from here, I don't want to. I'd rather just give up the 20 points. All right, there we go. Getting the little reaction that we're thinking. Back above that wick there, I will move stop in right now. Oh, there we go. We're inside a 4-hour gap. Yeah. Well, I don't think this will be a soup area, but I do like the idea of the initial balance holding for a few points there. London close 11:30. 11:30 Eastern. Mancini says, lower volatility regime today relative to the last few days, still giving setups. 19 to 23 was support given at 8 a.m. We held trap this morning. Targets were 40, hit, 52 hit, 60 to 66. We hit 52, now back to 19. Watch for reclaims again, 09 to 02 above. So again, Mancini's talking about reclaims again of that 23 level. Back testing that 23 level right now on the ES. Rejecting off of the 23 back down to the 19 for now. Let's see if this next shove higher pushes through. It might. Holding there for the moment. Watching it closely here. ES pops the 23. I'll probably take the long on the challenge account. All right, long here on the challenge account. I already got the 5 points there, up down 455 now. I forgot that I only had 5-point target on that. This is going to be your squeeze. Mancini just gave it out. Reclaim. So here's your, this is a failed breakdown, right? Failed breakdown, pushed up, put in a red candle below, and then the push right back above is your first target, is your first entry. So as soon as it eclipses 23, that's your entry. 28 first level, 36 second level. So you trim 80% at 28, and you hold runners to the next levels. Unfortunately, I just entered it with one mini, took 5 points, but that's all right. Same idea. And that may be all it gives you. Let's see if it holds the 23 here or not. That'll kind of be the question. Tapped into a bearish gap there on the 5-minute. Line in the sand here. I'm going to stab long one more time with only a 10-point stop. Hold on one second. All right, squeezing here. I am in the long. I might get stopped. Just got stopped for 5 points. I was looking for the squeeze back above to the open of this candle. That's kind of what I was looking at. So down 365. We giving out strap-ons now? You're at the dreaded point again, up 150 on the day, so it's a payout qualifying day. Next trade's commission would probably knock it all. Yeah, just lock in the payout. Just took the retest there. Looked like 23 was going to hold. It would have hit my full target probably here if I didn't move the stop. That was the nurse calling. Megan's got cramps. She wants to give her some ibuprofen, so there's the full target. Might feel bad about this one later because that's probably going to be a... This might be the push back up. Retapping into that 5-minute gap there. Yes, squeezing back above 28 here. The VWAP on the ES sitting at 67.31. Looking like it wants to just push right through there. Again, I mean, I'm kind of feeling bad the last couple of days because I've not capitalized on these Mancini callouts. They've been really clean these last few days. 23, that's your long entry. Scale, 80% here, leave your stop at 19. You know? So you'd be out 5 points, 80% for 5 points, and you'd be holding 20% to 36. Take out 10% there, and then move your stop to 23 to break even. You'd be in the 10% runner, and you stop at break even at 36. But I don't know. Just haven't held it. We're taking them, but we're not holding them. Bouncing off the VWAP again here, squeezing. Do I think this goes down? Probably. But you got to think, I mean, we've just been staying in this range today, right? We created this range first hour of the day, and we've just been staying in it. Now, from a fib perspective, what could the push back up be? $25,000? 25,105? Could push back up to there. We'll see. May not too. Lose the 23. We're definitely going to be moving lower here, in my opinion, on the ES. Kind of in an area here. You could stab long in this area and put your stop at the low just to see what happens. I don't think it's a great idea, but just play off that wick on the 5-minute. ES pushing through the 19 here. Looks like it's just going to go. All right, wicking the low there. All right, let's see how this reacts down here. Like I said, I mean, this is a spot down here, 42. I might, depending upon how we get there. I'm going to see how price gets to this area, whether or not I take this on the funded. What up, Alito? You took a long? Oh, you took the long off the 65 break? Oh, that sucks. That's a bit, I mean, I don't know. It's probably okay, like, from that kind of perspective. It's probably all right. I'm seeing how price works its way down here, whether or not, what size I want to take, or if I want to take it at all down here. Certainly moving down there a little faster than I might like. Yeah, ES is just pushing lower here. I don't know. Do I want to take this 42 bounce? I don't hate it, actually. What size do we take it with? Why does it cost more to reset than buy another? That's just the way they do it, Tyson. You could just cancel the account and buy another one. They just do it that way. Not quite sure why, but that's what it is. Back above 25K here. Initial balance retest here from the bottom. Let me give it a shot. Got the whole number here. Gonna have to put my stop at 23.50. I didn't really get in a great spot there. Quick 10 points there. Taking me over $200 on the day. Okay, I'm going to take the bounce at, I'm going to go for the bounce at 42. I'm going to put my, actually I'll go 41. Might bounce right here actually a little bit. Again, expect a little support here in this area. Watching that O2 level there on the ES. You're not seeing where you get the 42 level. It's the close. I'll show you. It's the previous day close level. I'll show you momentarily. Took your short back up, combined with 3 micros for a quick 150. Let's go. Your computer overheated. London low at 53. I do look at that, but it's not obvious, right? I don't know. That London low is not that obvious to me. It's kind of an obscure area. Yeah, exactly, Trev. Near the equator and it's hot in there? Yeah, I'm sure. I just figure you got too much stuff going on the computer. So this is what I'm looking at, like Frank, though, is like, is this a controlled sell into this area? It kind of is, right? We got this one big candle here, but aside from that, we kind of just, you know, like I said, like, you know, we drew out the grind, right? So this is a big candle, but then we're kind of getting that kind of grind into this level, right? So we should get some sort of reaction off that level. I'm going to take it with 5 micros on my funded accounts. I actually could, you know what? Let's do this. Let's go, what would $50 be? Two micros would actually be $40. Let's go 2 micros, effectively locking in a green day. So even if it loses, we're still up like $8-10. So, but somebody asked me about the close. What I do is I just simply go over here and manually, I don't use an indicator for this. I come over here and I manually look at the 459 candle from yesterday for the previous day close. I manually look at the 459 candle and I look for the close. 942, boom. That's the 459. And then I go right to the very next candle, which is 6 o'clock, and I look for the open. And that's how I mark out the open and close. And the reason I do it that way is because indicators, unfortunately, don't always show it like that. They show settlement price and stuff like that. So All right, pushing down here. Let's see. Getting a little more momentum towards this level. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Let's see if we can't get the bounce we're looking for. One thing I do like about this level that I'll tell you is that we're right here at the 950. So a lot of times we'll get a push below the 950 and then a push back above. So I kind of like the psychological level that this is sitting at as well. So it's certainly giving us enough time to think about what we want to do for sure, you know. 950 might be the target. Yeah, not pun. If you're looking to short here, I think it's too low. I think if you were going to short here, you know, you should have probably done it on this pushback up right here, kind of like where I did. Because you had more than one confluence up here, we have initial balance low as well as a bearish gap in the 1 minute. So, like, I think that would have been a good spot to short in. There's a retest here. You could maybe take this retest. If this runs this wick, if it pushes above this wick, and then we get this next candle close lower than this wick, then I think 100% it takes out the low before it moves higher. But it may not give you an opportunity to get in off that. Now, ES does have that same gap, and it has not been balanced. So you might get one more shove higher here. Again, I'm going to take this on my fund. It's 10-point stop, 10-point take profit. You know? That will be the last trade. I'm going to take this trade every single day, guys, just so you know. Previous day close. It lost yesterday, but it won. It had been winning 7-8 days previous in a row. You shorted the last trade at 0750. Got it. Nice. Now, ES just pushed back up. This is what we were talking about, that one more shove higher. And we expect that to happen based on ES. I think it should go a little bit. ES missed that gap by one tick here, a couple of ticks. So if you see, we get one more push higher, 24, 25 area maybe. And then we push lower. We do got 7 minutes until the top of the hour. Keep that in mind. Still didn't balance that gap. It may not. Doesn't have to. Just would make sense if it did. Yeah, still bearish for sure. Me too. So now this swing, it did just create a swing here. So now this is protected. So you could theoretically short here and just put your stop right there. You could. Because from a theoretical standpoint, this has to take out this wick here before it could push back above here, or before it would likely push back above here. Doesn't mean it can't. It just means that it would be very difficult for it to push back above here. Dun-dun-dun-dun. You couldn't get out after you DCA'd? Yeah. Tough area, really, to be honest, Alito. If you're in small enough size, try to hold. If you can. I don't know what size you're in, but try to hold through. I mean, you may have to hold through the overnight low. Realize that's 100 points lower, but if you're sized right, you should be able to do it. If you're not, then, you know, I don't see it going back above this wick until we sweep this low. And if we sweep this low, we're probably going here, at least, at a minimum. Now, could it go back above? Sure, it could. I don't think it will. It tapped your average, but flopped away too quick. Yeah. That happened to me the other night. Actually, last night, I was in a trade, and it went back to my average, and it came like 2 ticks from me for my 10 points. And I was just being greedy, and I didn't put the stop at break even. And then I ended up having to hold it through like 20 more points of drawdown before I actually was able to get out. But it's frustrating. So let's see what we get here. Top of the hour in 4 minutes. ES still holding up there at the 08s. About to push through there. Next level of down on the ES of support is the 02s. That is an area where I would expect us to bounce. Kind of lines up with where we're looking to long at. Kind of. Let's see if the previous day close can pay for us once again. I've got it at 41 instead of 42. Hopefully that doesn't come into play there. And it just taps 42 and rips. Thinking it shouldn't because of the gap fills at 39, so I'm kind of splitting it. ES tapping the O2 level, by the way, now. Come on. Already bouncing. I don't like that. That reclaim of 08 is going to be a squeeze point here. On the ES here. Let's see. Give me one more push lower, tag me in. Be nice Nasdaq. New York close also near midnight open. Yeah. It's going to come that close and just squeeze right out of there. Because ES tapped that O2 first. I was thinking it was going to tap it at like the same time. Okay, here we go. Getting a little pullback. Let's see if this gets us in. Ugh. Back to the 50 there. Well, what's it going to be? This is kind of what you expect from that 50 level, but man, I was hoping we'd just get a little deeper dig into it first before it bounced out of there like that. Just not doing it so far. But I'm not going to second guess it. If it gets to it, it gets to it. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It's kind of the way it has to be with this play. But this is what you expect from the Nasdaq, right? Get right to a key level and then bounce. I mean, that's what it's been doing. Reverse for a little bit. Expect nothing less. Top of the hour here in 2 seconds. Top of the hour there. Lunchtime. Do we fill the gap? Seems like it's got to be now. Tagged in. Excellent reaction. Wham bam. Thank you, ma'am. Let's go. Wham bam. Thank you, ma'am. That's how it's done, boys. And girls, too. That's how she's done. To the tick. That's right. So that puts us up almost, about 90 bucks, $88. Down only 170 on the challenge account after being down $3,200, $3,190 to be exact. Brought that puppy back to only negative 170. We were on the brink of elimination. And we said, not today, Nasdaq, not today. Now you can see here, I've got this zone marked out from Mancini's newsletter from last night. We just tapped right into it. So the tap of this zone and the recovery of 08 is going to be a squeeze indicator. That's going to be our squeeze. So I don't need Mancini to tell me that. We know that, right? He's already told us. Let's see if he tweeted. Probably not that quick, but thank you, Black Beauty. Thank you, thank you. Watch for reclaims again. So basically, 6709, 6702 below. Again, I think if we reclaim 08 here, I guess he said 09. 09. Then that will be our squeeze trigger. So I got these zones marked out. This is the zone down here where he says that basically the bulls must hold. All the way down there. So what his A plus setup for the day is this. We push down, sweep this, and then recover this. That's his A plus setup, but I don't know if we get it. So if it just keeps going through these levels here, if it doesn't reclaim 09, then you probably would want to wait and look for this down here. Nice ripper right there, back up so far, back up to the 05s. $200 to $300 a day gets me to a payout. Yeah, you're at $80 away from reaching my buffer on the 25K TPT. 200 away from your 150K. Let's go. Nice job, Coper. Nice job. But you don't even need. Don't think of 200 to 300 a day to get you to a payout. Coper, think of it like this. Profit gets me to a payout. And the only reason I'm saying that is because I did the same thing when I was that close to payout on TPT. I was like, oh, I want the daily payout. But realistically, the daily payout, the amount is not significant. It doesn't matter. It can be $50 at the end of the day, and you move $50 from your account to your wallet. It just has to be $251 before you move it from your wallet to your bank account. So even if it's just $50 in a day, just profit, any profit. That's all you want. Because I would be up like 180, 190, and I'd be like, oh, I need 250. I didn't know that you could just take out exactly what you made. So Why people hate you even when you're kind to them, I don't know. Just pretend those levels are methodical levels. Yeah. Uh, yeah, I'll say Methodical Man's newsletter. He gave out these letters. He gave out these levels in his newsletter. You can see here what's happening. What's happening? So what you need to see here is either a red candle here or a close above and a retest. So we really want to see if it wicks above, this closes back below, then the next candle pushes above, then you can take the long. It's kind of the idea. So either close above, retest long, or red candle pull back, and then this next candle, the breach back above 09 would be your long. I'm not taking that, just so you know. Yeah, nice job though, Cooper. Yeah, if you can do 200-300 a day, that's solid. Very solid. People think you got to make hundreds and hundreds of dollars a day. You really don't. Like, I mean, just $100 a day. Now, obviously, I'm in drawdown, and like, you know, I have to keep telling myself like, hey, let's just take it one day at a time, and eventually we'll get there. Don't be having $200-300 loss days. So we're still like $280 in drawdown on the Lucid deal there. So you can see down 170 on the that account. So there's the long trigger if you're taking it. That's a failed breakdown. You push above, red candle pull back, rip back above it. You long 09, target 19. Got in at 62. Let's go. A nice initial rip above there for almost 5 points. Oh, she may not hold. We filled the gap. All right, I'm going to stab long here on NQ. Try to get, no. Stop me out almost immediately. Back down 385. All right, got a little long back there, back down 280. I had my stop too tight there. Da-da-da-da-da. Well, all right, guys. I think I'm going to call it a day here. I don't want to give anything back. I don't want to, on the challenge account, I want to kind of hold off there and just lock it in. Be done. Be happy with the 289 red. If you guys haven't already, hit that like button for me. Subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. We appreciate you guys watching, and we'll be back at some point today, maybe tomorrow. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.
Nasdaq's a tricky trader, beware the fall. Technical tools may help, but watch your wall. Hirami candles flicker, inversions come and go. Protect your cash, don't let it all blow. Nasdaq's a nasty girl, don't go full port. She takes your cash in a flash, be careful with your heart. The opening range trade still bangs, but stay alert. Methodical man prefers inversions, get your cash and protect your ass. Market warning, listen close and heed. Daily payouts can fool, but they're not what they seem. Be resilient, don't give up, keep your guard tight. Trading isn't for the weak, so stay in the fight. Inversions rise, Hirami fall. Stay cautious, don't let your capital stall. Nasdaq's